Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Dead End here in City Skylines, where we got some major issues that we do need to solve. Now, I got a couple of questions to ask you guys. I might need some help, but appreciate all the comments in the last episode, guys. We got some big issues with our cargo airport, and some of the stuff I didn't realize was happening. You guys seem to spot right now, which hopefully we can fix, and hopefully try to reduce the amount of traffic going over there right now. So before we jump into it, guys, just to say, if you are enjoying the series and want to see more, then make sure you smash that like button down below. If you're new around here, then make sure you do subscribe so you're notified when the next episode does come out. But we're pretty much back right now. We are back. Now, my first issue I've got, before we come over to all this, I didn't quite understand what was going down with this headquarters, and then somebody commented, yo, Seniac, it's actually Park City Airport. That actually turns out to be our cargo airport right now. Now, I didn't realize that's what it was because that's what it's called right now, but the headquarters, to create my own airline, we are clearly within the vicinity of the Los Wages International Airport. I have kind of replaced it back down. It still says that it's kind of inside of here. I can pretty much delete it and I can replace it back down again inside of the Los Wages International Airport District, and it is still Park City Airport. Now, I don't know how I make it not be Park City Airport. I don't know whether we need to make Los Wages here be the kind of default main one. There's no option for me to do that, but then again, it does give me the ability right now to have the airline as dead air. Weird, but when you click on the actual building itself, it says it's Park City, and then you get all the stats from Park City. Like if I clicked on it, it's the stat. What's going on there? I don't quite understand. Is it because Park City was the first airport I put in by default, which then no, it wasn't, because I put this one in first, didn't I? I'm not too sure what's going on there, guys. If anyone knows, please let me know in the comment section down below. But we got major issues over here. Now, at the minute, we got traffic coming left, right, and center for days right now, backing all the way up the highway because of our cargo airport. Now, we're able to kind of get cargo out, not as quick as I would like. Planes are working. It seems to be okay, but it's actually not. I like you guys spotted a load of issues right now. One of them is the fact that when the vehicles come in, they despawn. So we have an issue with them not able to go out. And then once I realized that, I can't remember who said it. Again, I do apologize for everybody who did comment. I can't remember your names on who said what. There were so many comments. But then I realized that's a good point. I actually don't see any vehicles driving out of this area. That was my first aha moment. Then, and I believe, actually I do remember this one, your boy Snowy says this whole area right now is pretty much a cul-de-sac, when I thought, wait, what do you mean? And then it hit me. You kind of come in, you go around, and you go back out. Now, not to say that's a bad thing. I mean, we've got many other areas which are pretty much cul-de-sacs or whatnot. I mean, the whole of Port Exporto is kind of like a cul-de-sac. Down here's a cul-de-sac. Even though you can kind of, you know, leave and go in different places. You know, Los Pieces is a big cul-de-sac. It doesn't mean that that's the issue. I gotta get rid of it, sort out the traffic. But it kind of opens your eyes a little bit. If you got all the traffic demand going to the airport, it would be nice if you had like maybe like a bypassing road. Because a lot of the vehicles getting stuck in this roundabout, it's pretty much a really, really big mess. So with those things, we're going to switch around some stuff. We're going to change some things right now and get things rocking and rolling. So first things first then, they can't leave the airport. So if they had the ability to leave the airport, then some things might change. But if they start leaving, they come up to here. If they do a left on the roundabout, they get caught in this traffic. So lots of issues we got to think of. I'm also now going to get, I don't need all of these train lines. I'm going to get rid of this one. Right. We're going to get rid of this one as well, because I've got many things that I do need to kind of sort out. So we're going to change up a lot of stuff. So get rid of all of this. There we go. Get rid of all of this. There we go. And what I'm going to quickly do right now, and it's probably not the best idea to do it, I just want to see what would happen if... Is this the smaller one? Right, we'll go over here. Right, let me just humour myself if I did this. I just want to see what would happen. Now, if vehicles can start leaving there, then we're onto something. We're onto something at this point. I mean, they're still slightly despawning, but we've kind of lost power just for a second, so hold on. There we go. Oh, hold on. Hold on. So yeah, they're despawning, but is that because they're despawning because they technically they go in the train, if that makes any sense? So forgetting that, what I'm noticing now is we're getting vehicles leaving the station. So this station right now is currently backlogged with a lot of vehicles that need to leave, and they're now all driving out and moving. Right. Now, I don't know whether that's speeding up the imports, but I'm starting to see a lot of wiggle and movement right now. Now, don't worry, that's not staying there. I'm just trying to see the changes that we kind of, you know, going to be making. So we're going to get rid of this. So, okay, I understand. I might replace this building down so I can have the actual real road back. But then again, I might move it down a little bit. I need some more space here. Let's move some of this oil industry stuff. Now, the oil industry is pretty much collapsed because of what's going down right now. So what we'll do then, we'll reconfigure the oil industry just so we got a little bit more space. There's the underpass road. So I'll bring this further out. We'll bring this further out just so we can kind of utilize it a little bit more. Bring this down to about there. And then push that in that direction. There. So we've got a few more connections and we're going to rejig some of this stuff. So move a couple of these big warehouses right now. So we'll get one just over here. We'll move this bad boy and place you just there to the side. Right, let's move you further up. We'll move, yeah, these warehouses as well. We'll kind of just move these to over here. Oh, they're quite large, aren't they? Right, move that one there. And then we'll move this one just here. Because we're going to redo this little section. So that should see us through. Just make sure they've all got water. Okay, you don't have water. Bam. Bam. Okay, there we go. So what I'm going to do right now, then, now I know we can actually have the vehicles leave. And I think this is actually now spawning more aircraft because they have the ability to now to bring the goods in and then get out. But again, big issues we got to sort out. So I'm going to put it in pause for just a second. So that's our road there for the airport. I'll just delete it to there for just a minute. Right, delete that to there. Get rid of all of this. I'm going to kill off that road because they can enter from further down. I'm going to bring this to about there because I might utilize this coming out to kind of bend in to be the entrance and then try and loop it around to be an exit as well. So I'm creating a nice little loop section. But it does involve me getting rid of this and replacing it down only because I unhooked this road. So I need to redo it. So there's a lot of stuff I got to do right now. So where is the entrance for this? Is it this one? Yes. So I want to get it in a nice little section, which might be a bit difficult to do. Right, if I dropped it, can I get it right in the corner? Oh, I didn't mean to press it. I actually did not mean to press that then. Oh my goodness me. Right. Yikes. Okay, right, I think I've messed up big time. I'm in underground mode right now. What is going on? It's all gone crazy. So let me just de-zone that. Let me extend the airport area just to here. There we go. Right, good, 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 good. So where was I? So I could get it there, but it would require me... Right, do you reckon that is straight? Do you reckon that is too much over that way? I feel like it's too much over that way. I want to get it on a segment there. Right, there. We'll place it there. Now, do I need to do all the zoning for it? No, okay, it's still part of the same building. Or was the same zone, I should say. So that kind of keeps these down here, which is pretty much fine. I don't know whether to hook it into this road or whether I hook it into these kind of back roads. Now, it is literally just going to be... Right, delete you. It is literally just going to be cargo coming in and out. So there's not really any stress. To go down to there is an 8. 8 by 8. Keep it nice and simple just there. And then what is the full length for this, by the way? It's a 15. So if I bring this to the same level... Keep it like that. And then maybe bring this around to connect to here. I don't know if I don't know if I'm feeling this, to be honest with you. I'll delete this because we'll redo it all again. Now I've got more understandings of what's going down. Delete all of that to there. So I can still have the train station in. I'm just kind of giving myself more space for maneuvering. So this is so I can pretty much bypass the entry point here and have it go directly in. Because if it works just there and they can get in and out, what's the difference of them driving through the main entrance? You know what I mean? It's like we can have like a secure checkpoint area to bring people in. So, well, that's definitely an interesting kind of point to make. I don't really know how it's going to play out, so I suppose we'll just place it in. Right, where's that road gone now? Road. Where are you? There's so much stuff within this. Oh, do I do it on the big one or the little one? I mean, it is a 4-lane road, but it's kind of wide anyway. So if I brought this up to about, yeah, by 15. That going across there is a 25. So if I then do a 15 here, that becomes a 10 by 10 bend. It's like they hit the highway and then it turns into airport road. And it's like you can pretend there's like some kind of a checkpoint there or something like that. I don't know. But it comes into there, and then after they skedaddle in there, if they come out this way, they can drive down here. Or even they could like leave this way and hit them straight on the highway, and then on the roundabout off they go. So that kind of all works. I don't know how I feel about this. I still don't know how I feel about it. But it should still work. It should still work. Now, if I brought this out to the same level of where that would end, which I'm going to assume, hang on, what's that to here? 20. Alright, I don't feel like we're going to find out. So if I just kind of brought it to there, it feels about right. If I had then the cargo train line just end here. So obviously they'll drive in here, they'll do a right, drive round there, in. Then people coming out will come out this way, either go straight down there to the airplanes, or do a left, and then straight out. That's how in my head it's going to work for that. But I'm going to have a complete bypassing road anyway for the highway. We'll kind of go like slightly underground past the airport. Just because when your boy Snowy said it's like a cul-de-sac coming in, I need like an alternative route to bypass all of this. So this oil industry, well, the oil industry, if you're coming from like port exporter, you haven't got to pretty much interact with all of this and vice versa. You're not going to get caught up in the mess. I feel like there's going to be a lot of mess in general, just because of how it's all kind of set up. So if I just kid it off to there, right, and if I quickly get the train lines now all connected. So I'm going to bring this out by 11, bring this out by 11, and then where can we get this to 14 by 16? Okay, 14 by 14. Right, if I... Okay, I will bring it in like that, and then just slightly bend this. I don't know how busy the trains are going to be around here. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, just kill off the power lines for a minute, because we're going to have to redo them anyway. So, get rid of this connection now. We don't need it anymore. So, I've got space here if I want to kind of bend it round or do anything else, or extend the road, or even have a connection just there. I've got the room to do it. I've got the room to do it. But I just want to see how these slight changes here change up the whole airport kind of style stuff and all that kind of jazz. So all I've done right now is giving them like a better way to kind of get in and out without changing anything else. So if this kind of, you know, changes stuff, then the next things I'm going to do then are also going to benefit and help as well. And I've got some other little things I want to do that I haven't quite mentioned just yet, which will also kind of really, really benefit this area. So this is all just to kind of see what happens, and just to make sure that they can all drive out. So they have the ability, like I said, they have the ability to kind of enter from the front, but we have this additional road, which vehicles coming this way can just drive simply straight out, straight into the highway. Granted, they're going to get caught up on all of this. You know, that's a given. But we have to give them a few minutes right now to kind of understand what's going down. But the difference is, when I seen these despawning, I thought they were despawning because they can't drive off. But what they're doing is, it's a terrible animation. They're the ones loading up to create a train. Normally in other cargo stations, they drive in the building, but I suppose there's nowhere to drive in here, is there? So it doesn't really work like that. And because we got a second lane as well, so anyone going to the planes will stay in the left lane, bend this way, and then go that way. So it's a little bit more efficient. They can now leave the airport, so that might actually start bringing more trains in, because they can then leave. Interesting. But this is not my be-all, end-all. This is just kind of now seeing that they can leave the airport. So now we know that they can leave. My next issue then is, once they get down to here, if they're going to Port Exporto, fine, they can do it. If they're not, they're going to get caught up on this congested roundabout right now. Now, my next thought is, if I've got the trains coming in and out here, why do I need this one? You know what I mean? What's the point in this cargo place right now if a cargo's here? It's the same question, the same conversation we had for here. We had a cargo train station there, but why? Because the trains come into this airport, they can drive on the road, planes come in, they can, you know, this whole industry can use this, and it works completely fine. So the same conversation for this area here. If I got rid of it then, it means all the trains were coming into there, they were driving out of here. Yeah, it's still on this, you know, there's only one way in, one way out. But it kind of gets rid of this traffic. And then what I do then is create a couple of alternative routes to get in and out of the area. Interesting. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete it for now. Right, we'll just delete back to there because you never know. I might want to add it back in. But just delete that for now, and we'll see how, well, that changes the area's demands as time goes on. Vehicles are slowly progressing in, but all of this vehicle traffic right now, not all of it is for this area, this industry. Some of it could be bypassing it to go down to Port Exporto over to, you know, El Rancho and stuff like that. So for that traffic, we do need to create a bypass route for them. You know, a couple of ways. It's then not just like a dead end. Get it? Dead end. So there's a couple of ways I can do it. I could create a nice little roundabout here, have a road that kind of comes off and then goes, looks like it's about to go into the airport, but we kind of create like a highway tunnel that goes under, pops up over here. I can utilize a connection from these roads. We have another connection for the industry on this side, bring it over, and it'll be the road that connects to that roundabout just there rather than this road. So it means I can have a back access for this industry, have a bypassing route, so it's not just one-way dead end. You can probably still think of it because it's still one way to the highway, but this roundabout's free. I can utilize this roundabout to exit. It makes a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense. And thus, by giving this oil industry a second exit to the area, they're not reliant on coming in and out on this junction as much as they are. Interesting. But we've got to make sure that we don't create this new route as the quicker route to get to the airport. I've got to make sure I don't do that, because if I do that, then it makes what I'm doing right now redundant. It really does. But then again, it doesn't really matter, because if it makes that the quicker route, this whole road will be free. But then if that's a quicker route to get to Port Exporto, like I said, it makes it completely redundant. So what I'm going to do then is first, I'm going to sink the... Oh, do I sink it or tunnel it? Because I needed to build a roundabout. I think we just kind of slightly sink the train line. That'd be the better option for us. So, okay, so if I select this node here, and I select, let's say I'm going to go as far back as this node here, because I could also create another alternative connection here to get into the airport too. And right, based off this node here, we're going to drop it down to about there. And then just to make it really, really simple and easy for me, this is the quickest way I know how to do it. Right, select you to there. Oh, did that one not drop down with it? Yikes. Okay, that one did not drop down with it. That's kind of annoying. So object height of view. Right, let's try that again. So that is now dropped down to there. So that would all now be level. Nicely sunken down to give me the ability to build a roundabout. So what I'll do is we'll utilize a road right now. And I'll pick a random... Do I pick a random spot? Yeah. I'll do it there. So if I go 10 across there and then elevate this one and go 10 across there, that is the point where I can then create a beautiful roundabout. Right, before I do, then how is the traffic changing? We're still waiting for this to kind of exit and leave. Trains are... Oh, 2 trains leaving there. So trains and cargo are now disappearing out. The great thing I'm seeing right now that we didn't have before is vehicles are able to leave the airport. So that is, at the minute, so far, that is the only benefit we've got, is vehicles can leave the airport, which then means planes can come in because they can drop the goods off. But, you know, got to sort the traffic out. So we've solved one issue so far. We've still got many, many more issues yet to solve. So that is there. If I went by N, is 80 too much? I think 80 is the width for that, which will be fine. 3-lane highway is... Are these 80? No, they're 60. Would it be right to have such a big roundabout here? Let me go for a 60. And... Bam. Right, the whole thing's elevated just because I need it to. That's the whole reason why. We'll kind of get rid of some of the elevations and the bits that we don't want elevated. So if I just make sure that this is ordered to the object height of you, glorious, la-di-da-di-da. And then the roundabout. So I don't need you elevated, don't need you, but we'll keep these side here elevated. So don't worry about the kind of the slips just yet. We will sort those out. So what is the current length of this here? This is currently a 3. So by a 2, I've created a 5. Oops, a daisy. There we go. What a pain. What a pain I'm going through right now. So I'm just going to use these normal roads right now just to kind of figure out my spacings. So by another 5, I'm a complete 10 away from it. And I would kind of want to run it to there. So that there is a 13. So if I go by an 8, is that a 5 by 5? 5. So 5 by 5 bend. We're about to hit that, but that's where we then go underground. And this is where I should all be doing it with like this like national road. So bring it to there. So it looks like you know it kind of creates like a cool feature to the area. It's like, oh no, we're about to drive straight. Oh, I didn't tunnel it. We're about to drive straight into the airplanes, and then nope, whoosh, you go in. The best thing would be if you're driving in and you're about to go down as a plane facing. That would freak the passenger out, wouldn't it? That really would. So that's how we'll kind of run it. It'll be a nice little feature to the area. I think it's pretty cool. Add the little highway in just there. We'll eventually turn these into little slip roads as well. Oh, it does mean we can access this little section too. So running this all the way down underground. So as the tunnel will continue. Just to there. Oh, what road have I used? Oh, that freaked me out. It's the one-way arrows for the taxiway made me think I'm doing a one-way national road. So there is like past the 10. So bring that up to 0. And then we're pretty much out and we're moving. I like it both ways. You think you're about to drive into a into an actual plane. Right, if I can move this node further down, just to try and mimic the other side, where the tunnels are quite close. What a feature! I like it. Quite interesting. Now, like I said, I gotta make it this one the shorter route than this one. But the difference is, you'll only go this way if you're bypassing. You'll go this way if you definitely turn into the oil industry. Which then makes me wonder then, if I did create a connection out, they'll just drive this way in and there. Okay, I won't create the second connection for the oil industry just yet. I won't do it just yet. So, continue this then. This is going to be interesting right now to see where we get this connected. And we'll pick a point. So if I kind of go from like here and run it down there. Now, ways in which I can make sure that we are creating this as the quicker route is by obviously increasing the speed limit slightly. And that is like my back pocket little technique to make sure that no matter what the length and distance is, this is definitely the shortcut. It's a hard one to kind of figure out. It is a hard one to figure out if this is definitely going to be the shortcut. We'll find out straight away before we do anything at all, because you'll start seeing the vehicles changing their routes. Right, 13 by 14. You know what? That will work. So leaving out of here, then, I think we make them. We'll get rid of this road, and I'll pick this little T here. So for now, it'll just be like a T junction. So 11. So we get the 5 by 5. And then straight in. So it's now just a case. So without me making it all fancy and beautiful and pretty, let's just see if that is the quicker route from the get-go. Before anything else changes. That's what I'm going to be interested in about. We'll double check the speed limit. So at the minute, the speed limit is 90 versus this at 90 as well. So if I make it to like 100... So I'm going to set the whole of this to 100. So that's definitely 10 miles an hour faster. And we'll see if that does anything first. Because it means like vehicles, obviously vehicles coming down this way. Yeah, can't really do much there. But it's more the vehicles coming this way at the moment. I'll have this additional, because they'll go around and go this way out. Which will then reduce the backlog of vehicles coming down here. Because even though they can take the left-hand lane, they're caught up on this for just a second. And that's kind of an issue. Maybe I need to... Ooh, okay, yeah. So because they're caught up on that for so long, it's going to take us a while before we see any improvements or momentum changing. It's quite the... It's quite the enigma, isn't it? Okay, but at least we know where the issues are anyway. At least we know where the issues are. So vehicles, trains are leaving consistently. They can definitely come in anyway. Coming into there. So, yeah, like I said, they're not despawning. It's a case of delivering flower products to Garments Limited. Oh, wait, are they despawning? Or is it... No. Is it because they're getting on the train and the train's going to take them up to here where they then deliver it? That's what it is, isn't it? I mean, I'm hoping that's what it is. Where's that? Where's it gone again? And you've own a cargo hub. Ah. So this is my issue. Why couldn't the train bring it all the way in? Or the train take it all the way up? You know what I mean? Why did it have to kind of stop off here? That's my question. That's what I still don't get. That's what my brain still does not understand. It's a weird one. It is. But let's start to extend this then, because this is going to become, you know, a heavily used road in general. So we do need to upgrade the capacity. Why did that not upgrade? There we go. So yeah, I've got to do the little V's to get them all connected. I understand that. But I'm now just kind of upgrading. Oh, nice little bridge. As it all goes round. Right, I'll do it just to the tunnel for now. So that in itself will really switch out and change the lanes that everyone needs to be in. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, that's an asymmetrical road. I do apologize. I do apologize, guys. Okay, that will kind of actually help me out a little bit. So I gotta make sure that we have the one lane on the one side. So it helps me out in the sense that... Wait, is that the right way around? Yeah. Yeah, it helps me out in the sense that it's not as wide as the 4-lane road. So that is all good. Gets to there. I think that's because we changed the elevation, don't we? It becomes elevated rather than stick to the ground. So by doing that then, it's actually now happening. We have the straight on road, but then they're all turning left because this is the quicker alternative route. for these guys to get out. So then we truly get to see, right, the actual demands of vehicles coming in this area. We actually get to see those demands. But it doesn't mean all vehicles coming into here want to, you know, go to the airport. It could be the fact that they're oil industry vehicles. Now that is where it gets a little bit tricky. That's where the grey area now comes in. Because if I brought this down and connected it in, you then start seeing vehicles turning off here, going down, round, coming through here, bam, bam, bam. But if I make the road long enough and more complicated enough, I'm hoping that then, oh, it's an awkward one. It really is an awkward one. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill off this road. I basically want to create the additional route to the oil industry quite long. So to get here, they got to drive down here, go down there, there. So if they came in this way, people going to the airport have to go there, bam, 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 bam. So for them, it's just quicker to run down here, and in. So if that makes any sense to all, basically, I want to create a connection to the oil industry, but I don't want that to be a quicker road to the airport, but I want it to be a shorter road to the industry. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope that makes sense of how I'm trying to explain it right now. So I'll do it off this road. We'll do it actually off this junction because it could then lead onto a roundabout being built, which will be interesting. So if I bring that down, now I clearly understand that it's not high enough or low enough, whatever you want to call it, for this bridge. But if I kind of connect it off this, and we'll use the connection tool because it always makes great connections. Bam, there to there. And we just go nice and beautiful. Just like that. Why is that elevated? Are you okay? Now, does the land... No, the land doesn't drop. I was going to, like, elevate and change it. So, we'll see what happens now and what changes. So, by doing this, the industry has a quicker alternative option. Now, if you were working around here, it might be quicker to kind of drive down here and out to go this way, as opposed to going up that way, down, bam, 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 bam. But, if you're going to the airport, for example, this train station, I'm hoping it's quicker to drive down here into there than it is to turn here, round there, down, down, down. It should be because of the speed limit changes. Right. And also, it might then sort all the kind of issues we've got for the place. So the airport's eventually going to be it's screaming for garbage right now, which is going to make it underperform. So like I said again, we'll see what happens. Now, we need to kind of sort the lane management out for this. Because anybody coming down, I need them to be in the hard left lane if they're going straight ahead, and right if they're turning off. So I don't like to do this normally, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to hardwire them just back a little bit. This is the lane that you need to be in. This is how it is. So if I delete you, everyone's going to get caught up. I mean, the majority of them will then kind of go off and then turn on. But just kind of go back a bit just to get some movement through. So you get the odd vehicle or two that will turn off here. Definitely a lot of them will be garbage vehicles. But it means I'm kind of creating this open wide space where the vehicles turning off know where they've got to go. So are these going to turn out here? Yes. So it is kind of semi-handy. So we've got a couple of aces up our sleeve right now that we're working with. We've cleared that backlog just there. But I'm still not seeing the trains coming in. There's a train coming down right now, but that's going to go straight ahead, right? Yeah. So what's stopping the trains coming in to drop off goods? Now, what if I didn't have this within the airport zoning? Would that make much difference? So if I kind of got rid of that there, I just want to see what happens. Does it make much difference? Does it then trick the actual cargo station that it's not part of the airport and it can bring goods in? I don't know. We had it at one point that had the ability to do so. And that's when we actually dropped the station over there though, wasn't it? That was the difference. That was the difference. But it's interesting. It's intriguing. It is very intriguing. So, yes. Again, still got issues, but we've created this little bypass. So, technically, as I choke, wow! I'm choking on traffic. Technically, every vehicle in this backlog right now, because we've created this bypass route, is either going to the airport coming from this direction, or it might be quicker for them to go to the oil industry. But either way, these are the ones that are not trying to go further than it up the highway. So we know it's all for the airport right now. And the longer we leave it, the bigger those backlogs do become. So, my only next issue would be then at this point is, there's too many vehicles trying to get over here. And I still just don't understand. I still don't understand why there is so much coming in. Now, if they were bringing trains in, it would reduce the amount of vehicles out and about. But they don't bring trains in. That's where the issue lies. So that's where we have to kind of figure something out. So what I'm going to do right now then is, now we did this last episode. I placed down one of these train stations just here. And it pretty much then allowed me to... Right, we'll bring this down. Right, the connection's going to be shocking. You know, don't mind about that. And just bring this over to there. When I did that, we then got 2 trains leading to here for some reasons. For some unknown reason. I didn't quite get it or understand it. But at least... right, where are these guys going? Returning to facility. So, yeah, okay, wonderful, perfect. They're bringing the goods in. No issues. But my next issue is then, this gets caused, which is kind of, you know, still a pain. So what I'll do with this, I'll just kind of hard code it or hardwire it, whatever you want to call it, to get them moving along a little bit further, just to kind of quickly clear that backlog. So that will move all those further down. This should really not be doing what it's trying to do. These should go straight ahead. I don't know what you're trying to do, mate. But they should be all going straight ahead anyway. Which will slowly clear this backlog as time goes on. So there is movement. It is movement, but there's just so much demand for what's going down. So I want to see how this now changes it as well. It's now clearly outside of the region, but also outside of the capabilities being as close. And I want to see if this get imports coming in. That's my next kind of intriguing stance. So I could bulk this up to a 3-lane roundabout. I could bulk this to a 2-lane road kind of cutting on. But it ain't really going to change much difference. So I've kind of bottlenecked it all over again right now. Right, so I placed another one of these train stations over here. All of a sudden, everybody wanted to go to that train station, and they kind of forgot this one existed. I don't know what's going on. What I don't understand is, right, that I can't get trains coming into these stations. When I place a second station, they all go to that station and forget about this one. They don't want to, like, for say, if they're coming bringing goods in here by ship, they would either then they'll choose to drive the goods to here to get on a train to then go, rather than getting on a train from the start and then skedaddling all the way out of here. Do not understand it. It's doing my head in. Now, with me, I've recently just deleted that right now. I'm going to put this back within the airport kind of area. With me doing all of this, I've kind of messed all the traffic flows up. But all my other previous fixes have kind of seemed to improve the traffic flow. Now, I don't know whether that's because they're all decided they want to go down here to then turn around to come back. I don't know what's going on. I think I've got all the whole traffic kind of confused. But by doing that, it's kind of then revealed another weakness that I still, even though I can get vehicles leaving the airport, I don't have many good routes to make them leave the airport. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want to lead them out this way. I want to try, I might create a little road here that only makes them go in that direction, because obviously the road in, you know, going that way on this side is in that direction. So just humour me a second. I want to try something else. So if I went there and went bam, and then went, let's say there, bam, I will eventually then kind of single lane it. But what is then the distance to here? That is a 9 by a 9, and then smack bang in. And then we'll go bam in. Now I'm going to set this up so it only really goes one way, that way. And I just want to see if that alleviates some pressures of bringing traffic out, if they want to go in that direction. I just want to see, I want to understand where the traffic leaving is going. I know there's a huge backlog going down here, but it's not because they want to go that way. They're going round to come back. Like this dude, oh no, he's going to he's exporting goods. Yeah, he's going round, see? It's kind of annoying. It kind of is annoying. But I just want to see if this changes things, if this improves anything whatsoever. So I've got to sort this flow out because it's mental. It's completely all over the place. Nothing really is going to change or improve. But are we growing in the backlogs? Well, we will do at this gridlock session right now. We will have backlogs for days. So let's see what we can do here then to kind of bring some more traffic out. So they're generically going to go in this way. I might just quickly right now to try and alleviate some of the pressures, some of the flows, is just to create a relief road very, very quickly. This is not going to stay. I promise you this right now. And to prove it's not going to stay, I'm going to build it so terrible. I'm going to build it just to there. Just so I can kind of create some alleviations, bring some flow in this way. It doesn't really matter. But just to kind of alleviate this, to get this roundabout moving, to get some vehicles out and just create some relief, basically. That's what we're going to do. So no one's really used this just yet. So I don't know whether that's because everyone's kind of stuck. No one can budge. Doesn't really make much sense at the moment. But we'll see what happens. So that didn't really cause much relief because we're still backed up over here. But again, we got this additional lane that they can drive through, what this police car is doing. He might do a left turn here or might go straight ahead. Let me see what he does. Right, he's going straight ahead. Right, it didn't really change much, did it? And we're still gridlocked for days. Oh no, we are starting to move. I was not expecting this issue. Let's be honest with you, I was not expecting this issue. But like I said, it's going to cause some relief. It's now moving. I've only got this issue because I changed so much stuff. I redirected the traffic basically twice. So that's why I've got these issues right now. So, right, that's going to bring some vehicles in, which will then cause some movement up here, bringing some movement out. Once the movement goes out, it frees up this a little bit, and we'll see. There's no like lane thingy here, is there? No. So they can leave that way. It's just interesting to see if they want to leave that way is the question. Right, I've just got to wait for the flow to move through. That's probably then why, you know what, it will be a better idea to turn this in rather than an asymmetrical road, just going straight up 4-lane highway. At this point, it makes sense to here. I did kind of, you know, create 2 lanes on these roads, kind of give us a little bit more demand. Right, down to there. That will give us the capacity to get vehicles and moving. So by getting vehicles and moving right now, it's going to push everything through. Let's get rid of this, because that is only going to cause me issues in the long run as well. I should have just bulked that road up from the beginning. There was no need for me to do anything else. But yeah, that will create some, like, pushing some vehicle traffic out right now, which is all good. What's going on here? Why are they in that? Have I messed something up here? No. Right, straight ahead, we'll utilize you to be the 2 turnoffs to decide what lane you want to be in. I mean, my management over here is all over the place. I don't even want to get into that. Don't even talk to me about that right now. That is a headache for another day. But yeah, that will just get the vehicles moving, pushing them through. So if nobody wants to use this, then there's no benefit for them. There's no benefit for them whatsoever to kind of leave and exit that way. Or maybe everyone's just hardwired into the route that they want to take, that this is just the outcome of it. So where are you exactly going? So you are going to there? Is that right? What happens when you get to that point? Are you done? Do you despawn? No, and then you're going... I think they're really confused. Now he's going back around to come back in. I think he's still one of the vehicles that got caught in the crossfire of me redirecting all the traffic. Hence why they're all going out to come back in. But they can't come back in because they can't go out. Oh, this is amazing. Seniac, you are amazing. Right, what I'll do, for anybody else who's kind of caught up on this nonsense, let me just quickly create something like this. A little bit of a loop. Because they can kind of go around and come back in. I just want to see... Oh, okay. Vehicles are now pushing out. Great. Okay. I think it was just the initial backlog. Okay. And confusion. So if they can come out this way and go that way, that's less vehicles pushing out, which then alleviates a little bit more. The reason I've just created this right now is another relief for them to do a UE. So these are the people who are trying to go back out to then come back in and try again. Obviously, it's not working out for those guys too well because of what I've done. So this will kind of push things through. Backlog. Then again, this is the interesting thing. Backlog not coming in. So I think we've kind of slightly solved things. And I don't have despawn on, do I? Where is it? Currently no despawning. So that just to prove that, you know, I'm not cheating the system. I think we can clear this issue. I think this issue is going to be cleared. I've just got to give it time for everything to move. I can try and go fast forward, but it's not really going to be much help for us. Just a little bit of time, and I reckon we can get it all moving. So, hurry up! I know it's going to take a long time. It's going to take a while, but these could be the start, the foundations of us getting the traffic moving right now. So having that additional relief. So no inlet, because obviously that will cause even more issues. Just a nice little relief to get out. Then means more, we can really change up the vehicles. So I know I've got an issue right now with vehicles gone out that need to do need to come back in. That's something that we will try and hopefully solve as time goes on. Now, a lot of vehicles here are trying to skedaddle out. So where are you going? You're trying to get out right now. So I think what I'll do right now then, because we don't really have any good luck at the moment, is to kind of create just a very, very makeshift relief road again. Now, this will be temporary. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it too twisted right now. If I go up by 20, so if I just go like here, oh, hang on, hold on, to there, and then a 20 up to there. So if I can connect this somehow, or if I just do this, right, bear with me, guys. If I just do this, I know it's shocking. I know it's terrible. I know I'm breaking all the laws right now. I'm going to delete this in just a second. It's just another way to try and free that roundabout up just very, very quickly. Add that in. Then quickly flip this around. And then I'm just going to quickly set the speed limit to like 140 on that. Did that work? 140. And then now just quickly delete some of this traffic. Will it allow me to do so? Right, I'm going to force them. I'm going to force them to go that way. So then we have now this relief road. I know it's terrible, but it will kind of push the traffic through a bit more. And for those that want to go this way, can just quickly go this way, avoid this roundabout, just to get more vehicles out. So I'm just trying to get the vehicles out at the minute, because I've really messed up switching these round. That is starting to grow a little bit, but that's only because we've got gridlock, not because we've got huge demands. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, no. Don't you be doing this. So obviously they have to go this way and go. Now a lot of the vehicles, right, because he's just done that, a lot of the vehicles are now going to drive down here, go around the roundabout and come back. So we're going to start getting a backlog again. But a lot of them are, real. So, they're going to be doing what I want them to do. So going out this way, this is now all clear to kind of skedaddle out. A lot of these are trying to get over to this train station. So it's now just a little bit of time. Time and patience probably won't solve it. And we'll probably get backlogs again. But the fact that it's not building up means all my traffic is within this vicinity. I've just got to get it processed, get it checked in, then get it checked out, boys. It's a proper headache, isn't it? It really is a proper headache. But vehicles can slowly start to leave right now, which is good. Very good. So yeah, like I said, a lot of them are going to go around the roundabout. And, no, where are you going? You're going down there. Oh, you're going back this way. Gotcha. Okay, so, okay, not all of them are going round and round to come back. But this is just an issue that is going to take some time to now clear. So once the vehicles that are driving down here to turn around to come back have come in, I've kind of sorted themselves out, done what they've got to do, then we can truly see where my issues then lie. Again, if we could bring trains in, I wouldn't have this issue. But I still don't understand why I can't bring trains in full of cargo. It only leaves. It only leaves. So, I'll keep that road in for now. I will delete it. It's just a case of getting all this backlog to come through, but it won't move too much until this is all pushed through as Fun times, guys. Fun times. So we will end it for here. I'll try and simulate more for next episode. Let me know what you guys think. But I know we got this issue here, but at least the traffic's not going all the way through dead end right now. It's within this vicinity. So like I said, we just got to process it, sort it out, and kick it out. That's what we've got to do right now. It will come in step by step, slowly. But until next time, guys, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.